Did you guys see? Did you see that shit? I just got through watching Dragon Ball episode 109 combined with episode 110. It was pretty much a 45-minute episode, two episodes crammed into one because we didn't get an episode last week. They had some kind of holiday, some kind of hiatus away from Dragon Ball, but man, gave us they gave us a Dragon Ball feel this weekend, and man, I am so happy about this episode. This is the fight that we have all been waiting for months on months on months. Since we first heard of the warrior Jiren, we knew that Goku was going to have his hands full, and it wasn't even really a battle at that point. But I'm gonna start at the beginning. First, he fought against Brienne. She powered up to some new form, and Goku was just letting her do her thing, letting her think she had a chance. And at some point, which I thought was pretty cute, Goku had enough and knocked her through like 3 or 4 rocks. She bumped into Jiren and scampered off because she didn't want any part of that fight. She knew, hey, I can't even fight this guy. I'll just talk shit from behind this rock. But at this point, we saw Goku approach Jiren, and we knew that the battle had finally been joined. And it looked so one-sided. Jiren was not breaking a sweat. Goku was fighting with all of his might, testing him out. Of course, Krillin was pulling for him, like, hey, he's just testing out Jiren. That's how he always does. Let's just let Goku do its thing. And Goku got to the point to where he realized that, look, I can't beat this guy on my own. Let me go ahead and do a spirit bomb. But Jiren's still not breaking a sweat with this guy. Jiren, oh my God, he was just so freaking powerful. Was able to withstand the spirit bomb, not even by really any hand gestures, just by staring it down, pretty much making the other gods sweat. Like, man, this guy, he is on a totally different level than Goku. Apparently looked like the spirit bomb annihilated Goku, but we all know this is Dragon Ball. He can't be dead. It's just not gonna happen. But I thought it was telling that when the Omni Kings were like, look, he died of his own weapon. That's not on Jiren. We're not gonna penalize him for that. Let's keep the fight going. And, I mean, Goku came back, of course, and he came back better than ever, taking everybody by surprise. And what was telling is that Whis was finally getting excited about this fight. Up until this point, Whis had been pretty much laid back, like, this is nice to look at, but, I've seen better fights, elsewhere. But once Goku powered up, Whis got like, oh my God, he was all excited, like, this is what I've been waiting to see. And Goku didn't understand what was happening to him because he had like what they call ultra instinct. And all the other guys were starting to get freaked out by it. They were like, hey, well, how is this mortal able to attain this? It's even some of us that can't even attain this form. And Jiren was like, okay, now he's a match for me. Now he and I are on, he can fight me. But I knew, I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy, but I'm sorry, I'm going to be that guy. I knew Goku still was going to be able to beat Jiren. It was nice to see him land a few hits, a few licks here and there, but nothing telling. And he was getting better and better and better, but he couldn't maintain that form. It was like tensing a muscle. You can't do it for very long. Of course, Jiren pretty much, like my friend tell me, he said, look, Jiren didn't defeat him with his power. Jiren defeated Goku with his own power. Turned it up against him. And what was cool about that, Hit was right there. Hit was like, let me try to get a sneak attack in because you just defeated the most powerful player on the board besides yourself. Let me see if I can kill you because you're going to be caught off guard. Of course, Jiren is like, look, what are you doing, man? I'm working here. Can't you see that I'm busy? But I like Jiren's response, like, hey, I'm working too. Let's fight. And of course, the next episode, it's going to go into their fight, and we have to watch that. But man, I tell you, it was just the animation in this episode, top notch. The music in this episode, top notch. The animated actors in this episode, the voice actors in this episode, top notch. They did such a good job in this episode, the way they presented it. And man, I'm telling you, the way they brought Frieza back all those months ago, and you kind of thought he was going to be a side character. Keith, man, wherever you are, he pretty much broke it down for me. He was not a side character. He is going to do something devious. And he said it when the Omni Kings first eliminated the first universe, that he was going to make them bow down. So we still have to keep our eyes on Frieza. He has a much bigger plan at play. He is an evil bastard. And man, I'm telling now, at this point in Dragon Ball, I have no clue what's going to happen. I can't predict anything. It could go anywhere, and I love good stories like that. Which I'm just drawn into it. It's hard for me to even critique it because it's just so good. I was just so wrapped up into what was going on. I was on my couch just yelling at the screen. And I'm telling you, it was so good of an episode. I'm glad they waited. I'm glad they presented it like this. 2 episodes put into one and just give us a healthy dose. And we finally saw the fight that we had been wanting to see all these months between Jiren and Goku. Now remember, we still got 2 fighters out there that are hidden. And I can't remember which the name of that god, the rat. I call him the rat god. He's got 2 fighters out there that are hidden that haven't even shown themselves yet. So we still don't know if Jiren's actually the most powerful player on the board. He's just the most powerful player that we know of on the board at the moment. So it is what it is. Dragon Ball has never been better, in my opinion. I am so enjoying this series. I am so enjoying this this arc, the Tournament of Power. If you're just not getting back into Dragon Ball, go back, watch the beginning. I'm telling you, it's gonna. I mean, they were doing such a great job. I'm so glad they brought this series back. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please, if you're watching this on Facebook, share it out with your friends. If you're watching it on YouTube, share it out with your friends. Please comment down below. Let me know how you feel about Dragon Ball. Are you as much of a fan as I am much of a fan? Thank you for tuning into my channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does help me out when you do that, and I really do appreciate it, guys. Take care of yourself.